Good morning, everyone. Jeff Koppel, Realtor and General Contractor, back with you again. Today, I thought I'd talk about survey and how that is a key ingredient when you're submitting a contract as a buyer, and actually when you're going to sell a house as a seller. So, from a seller's point of view, if you have an existing survey, absolutely submit it as as part of the contract that's sent to the title company, and perhaps they will accept your existing survey. Now, here's how you go about doing that. Go ahead and share my screen real quick. We'll take a look at a survey. Okay, so here's a survey from a deal that I did recently. And this is, they might be just a little bit different format from company to company, but here's the basics of what survey contains. At the top, it has a description of the property, address, and legal description. And then down below here, it's got basically a drawing of the plat that the property sits on with dimensions and everything. And then it has right here in the middle here on this particular one is the property itself, and it's basically the footprint of the house. So a lot of times, if you use an existing survey, you'll also have to submit a T47 form, which is basically just an affidavit saying that you're submitting an existing survey, and it attests to the fact of whether or not you've made changes to the property since the survey was done. So let's take a look at the T47 form. Um, and right here, this is the T47, and it's going to have, the date you're submitting it. The GF number is basically the file number that will be assigned from the title company. Sometimes at this point we have that, sometimes we don't. And then down here on item number 4, this is what I refer to as the sense date. A lot of people have a hard time figuring out exactly where this particular date comes from. So let me show you on the survey. We go down to the bottom on this survey, you can see the date that this survey was created, which is right here, 5/10 of 2019. So that date right there is what would go in right here. So now let's say that you've made a change to the property. Say you put a storage shed back here, and just for argument's sake, let's say that storage shed is sitting on a concrete slab, so it's permanently affixed to the property. Can you still submit, as a seller, can you still submit this survey? Yes, you can. And what you do on the T47 form is down here under accept. This is where you would notate added, say, a 8x12 storage shed on concrete slab, approximately at this location, see survey, something to that effect. Basically, you're just specifying that, yes, I have made a change since the survey was done. Here's the change. Now, will that survey be accepted by the title company and the buyer's lender? That's yet to be determined. I mean, they may say yes, they may say no. So there's a strategy involved with us as agents, whether we represent the seller or the buyer. There's different techniques that we can use to give our client the most advantage in this particular situation. And by working with me, I can show you some of the techniques that I've used in the past, depending on if I'm representing the seller or the buyer, that make it more advantageous for my client in situations where you're submitting a survey like this. So hopefully this information has helped today. And hopefully in the future, if you have any other questions of me, please submit ideas for future videos. And if you need a realtor that's been in the business for about 2 decades, I think at last check, as a real estate investor, construction company owner, and realtor, I'd sure love to work with you. And my email is down here at the bottom, jeffkoppel@gmail.com. Just send me an email and we can get things started. Have a great day.